You can go anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere. Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
It's like, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night.
Guys, what's up? So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your birthday wishes. Really, you guys have been there for me since the beginning of my career. So I just wanted to do a personal video just to say thank you. 46 years old. Cray cray. One thing that has changed, as you can see, is I'm wearing glasses, y'all. I cannot see without them. I wanted to share with you, or I wanted to answer some questions for you guys. So the first question is, what does turning 46 mean to me? I feel like I am in the third trimester of my life. 46 to me means staying present, but just learning more about my why. Why am I the way that I am? Why do I behave the way I behave? And also focusing on where I want to be and who I want to be. I think 46 for me is focusing on how my thoughts and my behaviors are in alignment, meaning whatever it is that I want for myself, whatever it is that I think of, I do.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm in my hoe phase right now. Happiness over everything. Where's your mind?
What it is, YouTube? It's your man, Dr. BOA. Welcome back to the Book of AlphaRonomy channel. Appreciate you coming through. About a year or so ago, Mowry unceremoniously divorced her husband. And the way she went about it is an exercise in disrespect, disregard, and a woman's attempt to leave a man mentally, emotionally discombobulated, which she succeeded at. And she sounded as if she had never loved a man a day in her life.
Marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work. I'm not here.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here like, everything is bro. Mm-hmm. You have to work hard, to stay married, and stay together, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we never heard his side of the story because he kept quiet. Because as men often do, we don't want to drag our woman, our ex, our baby mama, or we don't want to drag any woman that we have been tied to, because deep down inside, once you love a woman, you may not always be in love with her, but you will always love her.
Never cheated, period. So there you go. You wanted your answer, so there you go. All right, so get back to your business. So there you go. You got your answer. You got your answer, right? All right, cool. I ain't said that for 8 months, but I just answered you right there. So there it is. So that wasn't it. It's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands, and no one's there for you. And it's just like, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. Nobody see that.
Yeah.
Nobody see that.
Yeah.
You live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Cory Hardrict know that his kids and his family was everything to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm stronger than I thought I was.
Yes.
I'm really stronger. And that by the grace of God, it's like, I'm here and I'm still going.
Like, once a man falls in love with a woman, he never falls out of love. So while she was doing all of her rounds and seeking all of her sympathy and then playing the victor where she didn't need sympathy, she was on a triumphant voyage into the rest of her life after comparing her marriage to a college curriculum.
My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Cory some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration.
She started to sound as if her marriage had held her back, as if the worst thing she'd ever done is marry this man and milk this man for his children and milk this man for his resources, as he was working very hard to be the provider for his family. Listen to this.
Valentine's Day may seem daunting when you're single. However, as someone who proclaims a deep love for all things love, I feel compelled to take a moment to reflect on this holiday and the beauty of love itself.
A few moments later.
Personally, I believe I've discovered some of my soulmates within my circle of girlfriends. Each of these manifestations of love adds vibrancy to my life, filling it with joy, happiness, and hope. I consider myself incredibly fortunate to be surrounded by such amazing, beautiful love. Therefore, I extend warm wishes to everyone on this Love Day, regardless of the type of love you're celebrating. Love to you all. Mwah.
And so finally, we get an opportunity to hear what the man has gone through, the mental anguish of the man, the emotional anguish of the man, the struggle of the man, the nights the man spent crying himself to sleep. Take a listen. And so you hear a man who hasn't even been in the frame of mind to think about dating someone else. He was trying to detach himself emotionally from the situation, from the family. As you heard him say, his family was the most important thing to him. But the woman didn't care about that. It didn't matter to her that his family was the most important thing to him, because what a woman believes is that whether y'all are together or not, y'all can still be a family. Why? Because the children are with her. If the children were with you, she wouldn't be so adamant about, hey, the family's still the same. But now as she's dating, it's amazing how this past prime woman, recently divorced in a, as I stated earlier, unceremonious way, talking about her husband badly, treating the marriage like it was nothing, suddenly has these amazing demands for the new man that she meets. Now, is she entitled to her demands? Yes. But I want you to listen to the delusion with which this woman speaks. Now, when you hear this, you have to ask yourself one question. Is it ever wise to take a woman seriously, to marry a woman? Because it's all good. There are many men who are married right now who have these amazing stories about their married lives. But until you can show me that you've been married for 28, 30 years, at least 20, and y'all are still having the same energy connection and the same fun and the same, just the same interaction, then you can't tell me anything, because at any given time, you could be Cory Hardrict. You could find out you're married to a Tia Mowry. But the question that I want to ask you right now is, what is the value in a man putting himself in this situation? Because after divorce, you don't get to be a father again. You don't get to be an active father. Active fatherhood is a daily thing, just like active motherhood is. But after a divorce as a man, you don't get to do that. And you think about the demands that this woman has now in dating, when she has nothing to offer a man. Not even an amazing physique. And you know how us men, how we love to see an amazing body. Whatever size body you like to see it in an amazing shape, right? She doesn't even have that. So when you think about it, you ask yourself, should we be so hard on men who fall in love for the woman? Because if a woman's intent is for you to fall in love with her and marry her, unless you are the most pimptastic type of man among us, you'll be caught up. It's very easy to get caught up in a situation like this. Because a woman goes in with ulterior motives. A woman goes in with an exit strategy. You think this woman didn't have this exit strategy years before it came to pass? I can guarantee you she did. A woman doesn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I want a divorce, and start calling around at that point, setting it up. No, a woman plans for years to divorce you. If you've been together for a year and you get divorced, the woman was planning to divorce you 4 months in. She's been planning this divorce for 8 months. So this woman has these demands, and you hear her say, this man had a grill. Okay, well, Tia, you've got fake nails, you've got fake lashes, you might have drawn on eyebrows, you got a ton of makeup on, you might be wearing a body girdle, like all of these things that a woman can wear. And I know sometimes you wear a wig, you know, all of you wear wigs sometimes. When you see a woman, or even when you have the braids, yes, the braids look natural, but they still aren't natural. You know what I mean? So as men, I want you to start understanding that it's not your job as a man to meet a woman's demands, to meet a woman's requirements. It's her job to meet your demands and your requirements. Somebody's going to bow down and submit to someone. As a man, just don't let it be you who does the bowing down and submitting. Because contrary to popular belief, every man who dedicates himself to a wife and family deserves so much better than what Cory Hardrict has gotten and is getting from his so-called ex-wife, Tia Mowry. I want you men to gird yourselves and protect yourselves from this, because when you hear a man say, I spent about 6 months crying myself to sleep every night, it's not because he was hurt, it's because he was lost. The man lost everything. Because as men, when we have family, we dedicate ourselves to family. That's why this is how I'm built, man. I'm going to protect myself. This is how I'm built. If I have a wife and we have children and then we're no longer together, I'm detaching from the situation. I'm going to take care of my financial responsibility, but I'm detaching from the situation immediately. Why? Because the situation will never be the same again. That level of attachment you have when your family's in the house with you, it doesn't work after a divorce. You're plugged in ways that you can't even connect. Imagine being attached to something that you can't connect with. No wonder the man cried for 6 months. So when you meet these women and they have all these standards and all of these men, here's the thing. The more fakeness a woman has, the less likely I am to consider anything she wants or needs. You can't have demands of me when you won't even present your authentic self to me. You can't have requirements of me when I don't even know what your real hair looks like. You can't have expectations of me when I have no idea if you have high quality skin or not, because it's always covered up in some clown paint. And you also can't expect me to be dedicated to a situation that you don't give your 100% effort, energy, and focus to, because I never will. I'm not that type of sucker. And I implore you men to make sure you're not either. Because no woman deserves to have me if she can't give me her. All right, I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.